But the Islam that we got today is one of the most vile and vicious religions on the planet Earth. It desecrates the mother. Do you know that the women in Iran right now are fighting for their freedom? They don't even allow them to go to school. That's why they come into America, so they can come and go to college and get some freedom. You see, Natsu Chahudi didn't start this war. This is the subjugation of women. And the brothers are responding to it because they are responding out of fear. See, I got to talk about the Moors real quick. I'm a Moor. Yeah, I'm a Moor. Islam. Noble Drew Ali. Right? We got to give respect to Noble Drew Ali. During the Moors' conquering of Spain, they had enslaved Europeans. Now, I'm going to fast track. Some of the Moors wanted to free the Europeans, and some of the Moors wanted to keep them enslaved. Now, let's flip it around. During Africans' enslavement here in America, there are some Europeans who wanted to free Africans, and some wanted to keep them enslaved. Matter of fact, they had a whole war, the Civil War, broke out. Now, you hear brothers like Supernova Sloan, you hear like my brother over in Chicago, the high priest, and brother, my brother over there, Polite, and Natsu Tahuti. We want to free the woman. And these brothers want to keep her enslaved. Listen, before I go on, I'm telling you right now, close your legs up. Don't give none of these so-called gods no more womb. Close them up. Close up your divine portal.
Tom.
Close it up. Close it up.
You starting the war.
They God, huh? Close up that leg.
You starting the war.
Close it up. And don't give them no more. Until they bear witness that you God. If they don't bear witness you God, they don't respect you. Huh? They don't respect you. They want to keep you enslaved. They don't want to free you. You want to come out and debate Natsu Tahuti. I'm trying to free my mama. I'm trying to free my sister. They want to keep you enslaved. Close your legs up. We're going on strike.
That's right.
Right here, page 4850, the Yoni, sacred symbol of the female divine power.
You starting the war, Tahuti.
I'm starting it. Let's get it popping. And listen, I'm honored to be your knight in shiny armor.
That's right.
I'm going to defend you. I don't care. They can call me homosexual. They can call me anything they want. Guess what? Tahuti ain't gonna run. I'm right here to defend my mama, defend my daughter. Right. I'm teaching them that they God.
That's right. That's right.
Ain't no man gonna come up to my daughter talking about she God, he God, and she got to submit to him. Right. Get the hell out of here. Right. Get on out of here. Go on back over there in that cave with that white man. The Islamic Holy of Holies. In this work, the apology, the Arabian philosopher and alchemist Al-Kindi let the world of the 9th century know that it was the moon goddess Al-Uzza who was enshrined in the Kaaba. It was her residence that made this site a sacred place. Wow. It may be for the disconnectedness as well as other writings that Al-Kindi once first among the Islamic philosophers lost all influence on Muslim thinkers only a century after his death. Wow. This is of great interest considering the Kaaba at Mecca is the holy of holies of Islam, a truly monotheistic religion, not especially friendly toward women, and one that is centered on the male Allah as the supreme being. Certainly not on a woman or her goddess. However, the moon goddess identified by Al-Kindi is now known to be one aspect of the triple goddess. Okay, and here we have the triple goddess, right, the moon, known as Alat. great goddess of the nomadic peoples of Arabia. In pre-Islamic times, it was she who was originally worshipped at the Kaaba. Here at her sacred place, a great stone in the shape of her yawni. How many people know what the word yawni means? Okay, listen. Yawni means the wound. That's what it means. I don't want to say the other name, but y'all know what I mean. Okay? Her yawni, a lap, was served by 7 priestesses and her worshippers in total nudity circumambulated the sacred black stone 7 times. Isn't that what they do today? Go around the sacred black stone 7 times? As with all triple goddesses, a religious concept founded worldwide. A lap was 3 manifestations, each one connected to a phase of the moon, simultaneously to a phase in a woman's life. The waxing, crescent moon is represented by the mating Kure or Kura, the young girl virgin, the Greek Kare, Al-Uzal, a strong one. It is the full moon or mother aspect of the mature woman corresponding to the great Demetra. And Al-Minnet, the waning moon or the crone, a wise old woman concerned with faith and skill in prophecy and divination. The goddess' sacred place, with its life-giving well next to it, attracted pilgrims and worshippers from all over Arabian Peninsula and its neighboring region. Here with the sacred black stone as a symbol of her yawni, and in an oasis of life-giving waters, the goddess resided in her aspect of earth, mother, creatrix of life, and helper of women in childbirth. To this image and focus of energies, people came to pray, to ask of offspring and protection, to celebrate life. It was this place that the great patriarch Abraham came with his wife Sarah, who was barren for many years. He knowingly chose this place of the goddess of fertile powers as the place where he would lie with Hagar, the young beautiful Egyptian slave who was to bear his first son. For the millennium, the Kaaba was the place of power where men and women worship the goddess in the form of her young.
Wow.
In the 6th century, the male revolution in the form of Judaism and Christianity that was sweeping through the Near East and Europe reached tribal peoples of the Arabian desert. With this revolution came Muhammad, a native-born prophet and founder of Islam. Muhammad was born 570 AD as a member of the Quraysh, a tribe dedicated to the goddess Kore, and official guardians of the Kaaba. Having lost his parents in early childhood, Muhammad grew up under the guidance of his uncle and his fellow camel herders. Muhammad somehow caught the attention of a rich woman who eventually employed him after he proved himself successful. She proceeded to educate him in her business affairs. In due time, he became a well-known trader in charge of the largest caravan. At 26, he married his employer, who was 15 years older than him. In 620, after 14 years of marriage, Muhammad heard a voice speak to him. Shortly thereafter, he began to preach his newfound creed, focusing on Allah and male domination over nature and women. After 12 years of antagonizing his fellow men and women with his heretical ideals, he was cast out from his tribe, leaving Mecca on June 15, 622, an occasion that marks the first day of the Islamic calendar. His teachings fell on receiving ears among the men of Medina and surrounding vicinity. He returned to Mecca with an army of followers and conquered the city, apparently tired of having his life ruled by women and goddesses. Muhammad destroyed all false idols of the sacred shrine, with the exception of the most holy, the sacred black stone that had once fallen from heaven.
Bring it out, Tahoe. Bring it out.
Such pieces of meteorite that crashed through the atmosphere was regarded as true gifts from heaven, held in the highest esteem everywhere in the North, Near Eastern and Mediterranean culture. Above all other things, it was the presence of the sacred black stone that made Mecca the place of power it was at the time. By now, a truly experienced leader and accepted prophet, Muhammad changed the divine name of Allah into Allah by inventing his own history and mythology. He also transformed the goddess's stone into a symbol of God, the right hand of Allah. Such a transformation of the goddess into a male god figure certainly must have been unwanted by the general population. Muhammad also devised a way to incorporate into the Islamic code and thus subjugate the three aspects of Allah, as is the evidence by a reading of the preface to the Quran. Islamic tradition now views these three as the daughters of Allah.
Expose it, Tahood.
There are those who claim the women and the goddess never had exalted status in the Near East. That I state scientists and scholars who simply cannot and will not admit that there has ever been a matriarchy in the early human community, and steadfastly state that goddesses have always played only a minor role in their respective pantheon. However, even from within the ranks of patriarchal observers, we have witnessed for our case an open and clear testimony to the fact that in pre-Islamic Arabia, both the goddess and women played a superior role, can be found in the following statement by Omar, a faithful disciple of the Prophet. Omar states, "When we came among the helpers, they proved to be a people whose women dominated them, and our wives had come to copy the habits of the women of the Ansar." After all of this, what else can be said? In fact, there are a few more places of information to ponder. No one except the pilgrims themselves can know what they see and feel when they finally arrive at the stone, the yoni of the great goddess or hand of God. Whatever it may be, it is the most exalted aim of the pilgrim to touch and kiss the black meteorite. That's it. Use your imagination. What is that? And that stone in there, that's the darkness of space. That's where all life comes from, out the womb. We said God is black, right? There you go. Okay? Okay, in this dissertation, the original black African Arabs of Arabia, part 4, the black stone, the black tribe of the Quraysh, and the black prophet by Ubu E.G. Ofu Ahmed. Although some Muslim hadiths assert that Abraham, the ancestor of the Adnam tribe of Arabs, had built up the Kaaba with the help of his son Ishmael upon the instructions of Allah, more academically inclined historians generally accepted at the time Muhammad began his preaching, there was no recollection of any Abraham or Adnam or nor Ishmael who had purportedly built the Kaaba. There was instead a living tradition of matriarchal goddess worship and rites, dating back to the ancestral Ethiopian Kush, where matriarchal goddesses have been worshipped in its most developed form since the beginning of time.
Bring it out, Tahood.
The city of Mecca was considered a holy place and the destination of pilgrims long before Prophet Muhammad. Kushite black Arabs and other Arabized tribes would bring yearly offerings to the Kaaba or make pilgrims as part of the pattern of Kushitic religious rites, which venerated the matriarchal deity of Mecca, Allah. Muhammad's new religion, which had emphasized the mythological masculine ancestor Abraham together with his Hebrew male prototype God, was antithetical to all known traditions of Mecca. The basic issue between Muhammad and his Quraysh prosecutors, who drove his ass out of Mecca, was that he had preached an alien and foreign philosophy which they could not understand nor tolerate. Most of Muhammad's own tribe, the Quraysh, keepers of the Kaaba, officiated over the worship of the Crusading original goddess.